Welcome back. We're going to begin with an overview of risk management. What to do when you don't have the perfect sail. Maybe it's your boat or equipment. Something's not working right. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's you. Maybe you've got a constant bearing decreasing range issue with another boat and you need to manage the crossing of two boats. Who's the stand on? Who's the giveaway for sailing? Or maybe you're both motorboats in that condition. Maybe the sea state has changed. Maybe you've had some diminished capacity within your boat or one of your crew members or yourself. So, whenever your desired end state is compromised, then you've assessed that there is some risk out there and we need to manage that risk, right? And when the risk level goes up, our stress level goes up with it. So not only do we have to manage the situation, we need to manage ourselves as well. So we're going to look when a situation arises. We must first notice, wait a minute, something's changed. Sometimes the indication, hair in the back of our neck, we get a sense. We haven't really seen anything, but something's not right. We've all been there, right? This is being aware of our stress level. Something has changed and we need to be aware of it. All right? Things are going as planned. All right, nothing's wrong. You see a clear path to your desired end state. How's your stress level? It's pretty mellow, right? It's pretty good. This is where we want to be. But then something changes. You've assessed there's some reduced probability in achieving your desired end state. You're in some sort of change state. You're wondering, hey, what else is going wrong? And you start to observe your environment closer, orient yourself to different choices. Lastly, you've determined that your desired end state is questionable. Maybe you've even abandoned it instantly due to some catastrophic change. However, we're going to call this an alert state. Okay, so when you assess your stress level, this is bringing your awareness to the situation. You're seeing yourself going from a mellow, as planned, to a change state, something has changed, to a questionable state. You're at an alert state. Your stress level has gone from mellow to something's changed, something doesn't seem right, to an alert state of, I know what it is, I know something's wrong, and we're going to use these three levels as a baseline for you to just have an internal understanding of where you're at, okay? So, when your stress level is in your mellow state, right, you're in the zone. The desired end state is assured. This is where we like to exist. This is where we like to sail. This is like we operate. This is where we like to have dinner, okay? But then what happens? Situational awareness decreases. Something's not right. Your resources might not be working for you. There's some interruption on your normal pattern, right? Whatever your techniques were working before, they're no longer working. Something's missing. So we just assess the state level as something has changed. And you're aware of that. What's the next level? The next level, and you can go from mellow to change to alert. You could go from mellow right to alert. The desired end state is in question. Your mass just snapped in half. You didn't go from mellow to change to alert. You went right to alert mode. You don't have the resources, maybe time, maybe you're running out of time. There isn't time available to solve the problem. Something has happened in your desired end state is unknown. You're not sure if you're going to get to your objective or not. You might have to now change your desired end state. Now your desired end state is just survival. Okay. So what gets us to move out of the mellow? We're going to cover three main areas that get us moving from our mellow sail and then out of that. First thing is task loading. Now, task loading can come in two different flavors. Come in the flavors of high task loading or low task loading. Your high task loading, okay, you've got a combination of things. Think of a man overboard drill. You've got to assign responsibilities. You have to maneuver the boat. And now add some wind and waves and other elements. You can see high task loading, things get really out of control fast. They can. How about low task loading? That can lead to complacency. Say you're on a tack on a passage and you've been on the same tack for 150 miles or longer. Perhaps there's some checks that you like to do that you've now forgotten to do. Maybe you get engrossed in a book. Maybe you're down below and you realize you haven't come up to check for traffic in a long time. Maybe you forget to turn your AIS on. Next is additive conditions. Additive conditions can help move you out of the mellow state. So little distractions start to add up. The music is on, then you realize you forgot to put out the fenders, and just at that same time your crew all decides to go down into their rooms to check something, and you're all alone on the bridge, and these little things start to add up together. Also, there's insidious things that you don't even think of that just start to add up, and the next thing you know, you've gone from a mellow state to a change state, and you say, hey, how did I wind up all alone here on the bridge deck and we're coming in the dock? Where is everybody? And please, someone turn that radio down. So small things build up unnoticed or undetected, seemingly insignificant things, and then bam, pow, whew, you've moved out of the mellow state and you're into a change state or worse. Recognizing these things and being aware of them, very important. Lastly, we'll talk of crew factors. The whole next series of lectures will be about these crew factors, but here's where we'll talk about personality types, egos, different assumptions that people can make, things like the lack of food, lack of water, lack of sleep, so fatigue, hunger, just overall having a bad day. Those interactions of crew can definitely move you out of a mellow state and into a different state of sailing. So with risk management, the goal is always to get back to that mellow state of sailing. So when we recognize that something has changed, there's a change that has happened, or we've gone right into an alert state of sailing, right? In the moment, we want to utilize any and all of our resources to return us back to a mellow state of sail. So next, we're going to discuss the process of managing that risk. We'll see you back in a minute.